And number 15, Anna Foley. And number 24, Tiffany Riley. Anderson starts a senior, 2 juniors, and 2 sophomores. And Rockcastle's not a very, very big team. And as I said, they're 11-3, so they must do something well. They do shoot, like I said, they do shoot free throws awfully well. See, we've got 21 Brown jumping against Jenkins. And the Lady Cats get the tip. Smith has it in backcourt. Rockcastle is playing man-to-man. It's over to Jenkins. Out to Satterley, to Riley. She hits Jenkins cutting through. It's out to Satterley. Out to Riley. Back to Satterley. Rockcastle's playing a tight man-to-man. Out to Foley out top. Riley goes through a screen. Out to Smith. To Jenkins. To Satterley. To Riley. Underneath to Smith. She takes a jump shot and she misses it. And that's going to be a foul on Satterley. Anderson finally got a shot off after 45 seconds. Anderson's in a full court press. It's to Newland. Anderson's in a man-to-man. Newland takes it to the basket and misses the shot. Jenkins gets the rebound. Goes to Smith. Smith brings it up court to Satterley. Satterley takes it to the basket. She's triple teamed. Out to Riley, who hits about a 10-foot jump shot on the side. Newland has it, brings it up court. She's guarded by Jenkins. There's a backdoor cut and it's thrown away. And Rockcastle looks like they've got a 2-2-1 zone press. Satterley picks up her dribble. It's over to Foley. Foley goes cross court and it's thrown away. Anderson double teams the ball. There's Coleman bringing it down the floor. It's out to Newland. It's to Coleman outside for a three-pointer for Hallie Brown. Two-2-1 zone press for Rockcastle, a cross-court pass. And they're trying to hit Jenkins underneath, and that was deflected. Oh, that was just a two-pointer. I thought Brown had a three, but it was just a two. Rockcastle looks like they're zoning the inbounds pass. It's a 2-3 zone. Now they've gone to a man-to-man. Jenkins has it, takes it in and shoots, and there's a foul. She'll get 2. Fouls on 12, Coleman. No, they called it on Brown, I'm sorry. Jenkins is at the line, makes the first. In the second, 4-2 Lady Cats. Anderson's in man-to-man press. Newland brings it up against Jenkins. It's into Himes. Himes takes it to the basket with Smith on her. And Foley comes off with the rebound. It's cross court to Satterley. She shoots a three, and it's long. Jenkins comes up with the rebound and shoots and misses, and Brown brings it off for the Rock. It's out to Brown and thrown away. It's into Smith, to Satterley, to Foley. Anderson has Jenkins underneath. They break the press and get an easy basket. Anderson's in man-to-man press. It's in to Coleman. Coleman's bringing it up now. Foley's on her. And Riley gets the steal and lays it in. That was a lazy pass that Riley picked off. Okay, they're back to Newland bringing the ball up against Jenkins. Jenkins makes her pick up the dribbles, gets it out to Riley, and there's another layup. And timeout Rockcastle. 10-2 Anderson with 4:12 to go in the first quarter. This is going to be a 30-second timeout. Anderson's converted two steals into two quick fast break baskets for Riley. And it's hard for me to talk over the band here. Okay, as maybe you heard me say, it's hard to talk over. It's hard to talk over the band. Anderson still in the press. They've changed it to a 1-2-2 zone press. Rockcastle has somebody wide open down the floor, and it's thrown away. Rockcastle's put in number 15, Aaliyah Lopez. Rockcastle's called off the press. It looks like they're in a two. It looks like they're playing a zone underneath with a chaser. It's over to Newland. Almost a walk. And that was Himes that misses it. Jenkins brings the ball down quickly and throws it away. That King has it. It's in the middle to Himes, who lays it in. Himes is a big body, and Anderson doesn't have anybody that's as big and physical as Himes is. She gets under that basket, she's going to be hard to dislodge out of there. 10-4 Bearcats, 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Foley takes to the basket, loses it. Smith picks it up, brings it out top. Over to Riley. To Foley, to Jenkins, out to Smith. Lazy pass to Satterley, who misses a jump shot. And Rockcastle comes off with it. It's out top to Newland. Satterley's taking her now. It's underneath the no basket. We've got a foul. We've got a foul on Foley. And the last two times Rockcastle has gone inside to Himes. And let's see here. Anderson has Chesser and Serafini coming in. Rockcastle's got Brown back in. It's out to Lopez, and boy, Newland just skated through Anderson's defense there. It's 10-6. It went from Serafini to Chesser, and Chesser walked. Anderson's pressing. It's into Newland. Satterley's on her. It's to the corner. Back outside. And there's a missed shot. Serafini has the rebound. It's over to Satterley underneath, and it's off of Riley's hands. And we've got McGregor in for Riley. Both these coaches run people. This is Jordan Harper for Rockcastle. Got Newland that brings the ball down, and she takes it right to the basket, and it's out on Newland. Ten to 6 Anderson, a minute 30 to go in the first. Smith brings it down. It's into Chesser. Out to McGregor, who goes to the basket and misses it. Rockcastle comes out with it. That's Lopez. Lopez gets it out to Newman. It's underneath. Anderson knocks it away. Foley brings it down. And Foley misses. Gets her own rebound, and there's a foul with 57 seconds to go in the first quarter. Foley's at the line shooting 2. Makes the first. And the second. And we've got Jenkins in for Foley. Anderson's in the 2-2-1 zone press. Seemed to be some disagreement up here among the referees in the stands about whose ball that should be. Rockcastle gets it down. They get it into the middle. Nice move there by Coleman. Cuts it to 12-8 with 36 seconds to go in the first quarter. Smith gets it into Chesser. Chesser out to Jenkins, to Smith. Shoots a three that's long. Rockcastle gets the rebound. That's King. It's over to the side, back to King, to Newland, who walks with 13 seconds to go in the quarter. We had Satterley in for McGregor. Jenkins brings it down. Anderson goes 1-4. It's out to Satterley, who misses a three. And she's got another chance and misses that one too. All right, into the first quarter. Anderson 12, Rockcastle 8.
Today's game is brought to you by Century Bank. Anderson County is where our heart is. Century Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Hurricane Bay Car Wash, voted once again the best car wash in Anderson County. Hurricane Bay Car Wash, open 24 hours and located right next door to Wendy's on Highway 127 South.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Anderson Apothecary, the cure for the common drugstore. Anderson Apothecary, just across the street from the high school on Highway 127.
Okay, start of the second quarter. Rockcastle will have the ball. Bearcats lead 12-8. Newland's into King, guarded by Satterley. Over to the corner to Coleman. In underneath, and Himes loses the ball. Satterley brings it down, tries to get it to Riley underneath. Out to Jenkins, who is long on a three. Himes brings it down. It's to Brown. Goes back into Himes, who misses a shot. Himes, there's Jenkins coming down to Riley. Makes a nice move and lays it in. Nice move by Tiffany Riley. Ball's out of bounds off Satterley. 14-8 Lady Cats. It's into Newland. It's guarded again by Jenkins. Riley goes for the steal. Back to Newland. And she takes it to the basket, and that's going to be an and one for Newland. And the foul's on Satterley, I believe. And Newland finishes a three-point play, and it's 14-11. Satterley brings it down the floor. Rockcastle's in the zone, 2-1-2 zone. Chester sets a pick out top. Satterley dribbles it around. Riley cuts through the middle. It's out to Chester. Passes a little behind Satterley. Now Rockcastle look. Nope, they're still in the zone. It's to Foley. Cross court to Smith, to Satterley, who rims out a three-pointer. Couple players go down. It's over here to Coleman. Coleman gets it over here to the side to Brown, who misses a three-pointer. Foley comes out with it, takes it down the floor, drives through the Rockcastle defense and misses the layup. And it's going to be Rockcastle ball. Anderson's in 2-2-1 zone press. It's over here to the side to King. Over here, and there's a long three-pointer by Himes. And we've got a jump ball, and that'll be Anderson ball. We've got Jenkins in for Satterley. Rockcastle's in the 2-1-2 zone. Jenkins had a wide open shot, passed it up out there to Smith, who's short, and it's out of bounds on. And that's out of bounds on Anderson because it never touched anybody. 14-11, 5:30 to go in the first half. Anderson leads. Newland brings it down. Anderson's in a 2-3 zone. Their nice play by Foley. They were trying to get into Himes. They just didn't throw it high enough. It's over to Smith, to Foley, who shoots a three that rims out. Riley has it, almost falls out of bounds to Smith, to Foley, to Jenkins, and Jenkins throws a bad pass that Rockcastle picks off. Rockcastle brings it down. It's over in the corner for a three for Keeley King that ties up the ball game. Smith brings it down. It's underneath to Jenkins, who misses a layup, and that's going to be a foul probably on Chesser. Yep, that foul's on Chesser. At Himes, when she plants herself underneath that basket, there's Anderson can't move her out. Okay, Rockcastle comes down now with a chance to take the lead. And timeout Rockcastle. They had Newland down. She couldn't find anybody to throw it to, but Rockcastle calls timeout. 4:16 to go in the first half, and it's 14-14. This has been a good game so far.
Sylvia, this is John from Anderson Apothecary. I was just calling to see how you were feeling today.
John goes above and beyond for each and every customer that we have.
He jumped right on it. If someone needed help, John would be the first guy there. No questions asked, nothing. He'll be there.
John just wanted to open a hometown pharmacy just to take better care of his customers.
Well, I sure am glad you're feeling better. We're going to be bringing your medication by here just shortly. Is there anything else I can pick up for you?
If you haven't met John yet, come out and meet him, and you'll like him just as much as we do.
King puts it into Newland. She's guarded by Jenkins. Dribbling outside over the side to Lopez. Lopez takes it, kicks it off to the corner for another three by King. They can't leave her open. That gives Rockcastle a 17-14 lead. It's Foley to Riley, to Smith, all the way across to Foley. Brings it out to the head of the circle, to Riley, cross court to Smith, into Chesser. She's double teamed and she walks. And let's see here, we've got McGregor in for Riley. Newland brings it down, takes it out to Brown. There's a cutter in the middle. It's in the middle. Nice pass in there, and the layup Smith. Chester gets the rebound. It's out to Smith. Smith takes it to the basket, and it's blocked. Rockcastle brings it down and makes a nice jump shot, and it's 19-14. Rockcastle's outscored Anderson 11-2 in this quarter. Anderson usually does pretty well against the 2-3 zone, but Rockcastle's bringing it out, and they're really having trouble. There's a lob, supposedly a lob underneath to Jenkins, but the pass was well too long. It's into Newland. Back to Newland. Over to the side to King. Back out to Newland. Oh, they've got somebody wide open underneath, and McGregor knocks the ball down. It's outlet pass is out to Jenkins, and that's going to be a block. Basket. They did count the basket. Fouls on Newland, and Jenkins goes to the line trying to complete the three-point play. And Jenkins knocks it down. That cuts the lead to 2. 2:14 to go in the first half, 19-17 Rockcastle. Newland picks up her dribble. It's to Coleman. Back to Newland. Anderson's in the zone now. It's over to King in the corner, and there's a jump ball, and it'll be Rockcastle's ball. Newland puts it in. They get it underneath to Brown, who hits the underside of the backboard. Smith has it, bringing it down. It's to Foley. It's across to McGregor, to Smith, to Foley, inside to Chesser, who lays it in. It's 19-19. Newland breaks the press all by herself. There's a jump shot on the side that's good by Coleman. And Rockcastle retakes the lead. They let Newland break that press all by herself. Minute to go in the first half. 21-19 Rockcastle. It's to McGregor. They get it underneath back out to Smith, who's long with the three. Rockcastle brings it off. They get it to Newland. It's over to underneath, and Chesser makes a nice play, deflects it off King, who had cut underneath, and we've got Himes back in now for Rockcastle with 42 seconds to go, and we've got Serafini in for McGregor. Smith brings it down. It's into Chesser. Chesser takes a dribble, thought about shooting. Serafini's wide open, and the three rims out. Chesser, that was Lopez. There's 16 seconds to go, and Anderson's back down by 5 again. To Jenkins in the corner. She's short with the three. Himes gets the rebound. And there's a throw at the end of the game at the end of the half by Newman. At the half, Rockcastle 24, Anderson 19.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Hurricane Bay Car Wash, voted once again the best car wash in Anderson County. Hurricane Bay Car Wash, open 24 hours and located right next door to Wendy's on Highway 127 South.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Anderson Apothecary, the cure for the common drugstore. Anderson Apothecary, just across the street from the high school on Highway 127. Today's game is brought to you by Century Bank. Anderson County is where our heart is. Century Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hello, Miss Sylvia. This is John from Anderson Apothecary. I was just calling to see how you were feeling today.
John goes above and beyond for each and every customer that we have.
He jumped right on it. If someone needed help, John would be the first guy there. No questions asked, nothing. He'll be there.
John just wanted to open a hometown pharmacy just to take better care of his customers.
Well, I sure am glad you're feeling better. We're going to be bringing your medication by here just shortly. Is there anything else I can pick up for you?
If you haven't met John yet, come out and meet him, and you'll like him just as much as we do.
Today's game is brought to you by Century Bank. Anderson County is where our heart is. Century Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Okay, start of the second half. Anderson's behind 24-19, and Rockcastle gets the ball. Then Rockcastle comes out with Newland, King, Himes, Brown, and Coleman. Anderson has their starting lineup out there. Satterley, Jenkins. No, they've got Chesser in. Got Chesser in for Riley. And then they've got Jenkins knocks the ball away. Oh, they tried to run a back door there and just threw the ball away. For Anderson, Jenkins has 7 and Riley has 6, and that's 13 of the 19 points. Rockcastle's in the 2-1-2 zone, or it's either 2-1-2 or 2-3. Satterley's out there holding the ball, gets it out to Smith, tried to get it underneath to Jenkins. It's knocked away. Satterley goes to get it. It's to Foley. It's to Smith, who's short on a 3. And Rockcastle's running. They get it underneath. And Chesser altered that shot there, and Rockcastle gets it. Out for a 3 that they missed. Jenkins brings it down. Jenkins throws it cross court to Satterley. It's out to Jenkins, who shoots a runner, misses. Brought down by Himes. Newland has the ball out top. It's batted by Jenkins. And there's a jump ball, and it's going to be Anderson's ball for Rockcastle. Keely King has 6 on Rockcastle must have gotten a timeout. Think this is a full timeout.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Hurricane Bay Car Wash, voted once again the best car wash in Anderson County. Hurricane Bay Car Wash, open 24 hours and located right next door to Wendy's on Highway 127 South.
Today's game is brought to you by Century Bank. Anderson County is where our heart is. Century Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Okay, Rockcastle get the ball on the side. It's back to Coleman. Rockcastle goes 1-4. They have a cutter going across the middle. Nice job there by Newland to keep her dribble. And they've got a cutter in. Oh! Himes missed a bunny right underneath. There was some good passing by Rockcastle that had her open. She missed a bunny underneath, and Rockcastle kicked it out. It's over to Smith, to Satterley, back to Smith, to Chesser in the corner, all the way across to Satterley, into the middle to Jenkins, out to Chesser, who shoots from the side and misses. Satterley goes in there and gets a rebound. It's across to Smith, in the corner to Jenkins. Jenkins makes a move across the lane, misses the layup underneath. It's thrown off a leg by Chesser, and Rockcastle picks it up. They're coming down 2-on-2. Newland takes it into the middle, takes it back outside. It's in the middle, and Chesser fouls Himes. And Himes will be shooting 2. Makes the first. Like I said, these ladies from Rockcastle, they don't miss many free throws. And makes them both, and Anderson's down by 7. Satterley brings it down. It's to Riley. Cross court to Satterley, who shoots a 3. That's off. Jenkins gets the rebound, and she's fouled by Coleman. The difference in this game, I haven't had a chance to say it yet. Jenkins makes the first. Is Anderson was 0 for 9 shooting 3-pointers in the first half. Rockcastle was 4 out of 7. Jenkins makes them both. Anderson's pressing. Jenkins on Newland. That's been a good battle all day. That's a push. Yes, she did. It's into Satterley, to Foley, to Chesser, to Satterley. Out to Foley, who shoots a straightaway 3 and makes it. That's Anderson's first made 3. And Jenkins comes away from the steal. Riley has it. Nice move by Riley, and she lays it in. That ties up the ball game. That's 7 quick points by Anderson. Good job by Jenkins on the defense. They've got Coleman out handling the ball with Riley on her. Chesser out on Himes. And there was some nice defense there by Anderson. Riley got a hand on the ball and it went out of bounds. It's tied up now. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Rockcastle put it in. Break. Oh, they had Himes break under the basket in the middle and she missed it. Riley brings it down, and that's a block. Riley will go to the line. Anderson has a chance to retake the lead. Riley makes the first. And the second. Anderson's ahead 28-26. Man-to-man full court press. It comes into Coleman, guarded by Foley. Coleman brings it up over the line. Rockcastle's gone to a 1-4. It's out to Brown, who goes to the basket. It's blocked, and we've got a foul on, it's either on Riley or Jenkins. It's on Jenkins. Got Coleman at the line. And she misses, and that's the first miss of the ball game on a free throw. Anderson hadn't missed one. Rockcastle's just missed one. And 28-27, Anderson has the ball in the lead. Satterley brings it down. 2-3 zone by Rockcastle. It's in the middle to Chesser, who shoots a shot right off, and that's going to be on Riley. Riley was over the back. Chesser had a wide open 6-7 footer there and just couldn't get it to go down. Ball's into Coleman. Jenkins on her. Double team out top. It's over in the corner. And that's on Chesser. And that's 3 on Chesser, and it looks like McGregor will probably come in for her. Rockcastle's trying to get it into the middle, and they throw it away. Jenkins has it and lays it in. Rockcastle brings it in to Brown, and Riley tried to take it away from her and just couldn't do it. And they've got Newland back in the game. They've got it. They've got it. They had it underneath the Himes, and McGregor couldn't do a thing there. Got Himes on the line. And she finishes the three-point play. And got Brown in and Smith in for Anderson. Smith brings the ball down, a tie ball game with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Rockcastle brings the guards way out in that zone. Anderson opens up the middle. Smith across to Serafini, who misses, and King gets the rebound. It's out to Newland. Newland goes off a pick out top and takes it to the basket, and Rockcastle's back ahead. Smith brings it down. It's over to Riley. Serafini into McGregor. Back out to Riley, who shoots a three and makes it. Coleman brings it down against Smith. It's over in the corner. It's over in the corner to King, and you can't leave her open. She's 3 out of 3. Rockcastle retakes the lead. It's over to cross court to Serafini, who misses the three. Riley goes in there and gets it and draws the foul from Brown. And Anderson's got a whole team over there getting ready to check in. Riley misses the first. Well, both teams missed the first free throw in the quarter, and makes the second. Minute 30 to go in the third quarter. Rockcastle leads 35-34. Anderson's in the 2-2-1 zone press. It's into Newland. Back over to Newland. She breaks the press. It's back to Newland. Over to Coleman, to Newland. It's over the side to Lopez, to Newland. Minute to go in the quarter, and we've got a kick ball. Minute to go in the quarter. Comes into King. Outside to Newland, who banks in a three. Smith has it out top. It's over to Satterley. It's in the middle to Chesser. And she walked. Or no, Anderson calls timeout. 38 seconds to go in the third quarter, and Rockcastle leads 38-34. Once Rockcastle shooting percentage from the line from three, they're all good. I think Rockcastle's only missed 2 threes.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Anderson Apothecary, the cure for the common drugstore. Anderson Apothecary, just across the street from the high school on Highway 120.
38 seconds to go in the third. Anderson got down by 7, then reeled off 7 points in a row. Satterley to put it in. It's out top to Chesser, to Smith, to Satterley, over to Serafini, shoots a 3, short. And Newland gets it, loses it for a minute. She's got somebody wide open down there. There's a 2 by Lopez, and it's 40-34 Rockcastle. They've run off 6 in a row. Anderson better watch the clock. It's to Satterley, over to Serafini, who misses a 3 again. And that's the end of the third quarter. Rockcastle 40, Anderson 34.
Hello, Miss Sylvia. This is John from Anderson Apothecary. I was just calling to see how you were feeling today.
John goes above and beyond for each and every customer that we have.
He jumped right on it. If someone needed help, John would be the first guy there. No questions asked, nothing. He'll be there.
John just wanted to open a hometown pharmacy just to take better care of his customers.
Well, I sure am glad you're feeling better. We're going to be bringing your medication by here just shortly. Is there anything else I can pick up for you?
If you haven't met John yet, come out and meet him, and you'll like him just as much as we do.
Today's game is brought to you by Century Bank. Anderson County is where our heart is. Century Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Hurricane Bay Car Wash, voted once again the best car wash in Anderson County. Hurricane Bay Car Wash, open 24 hours and located right next door to Wendy's on Highway 127 South.
Okay, 40-34, Rockcastle County going into the fourth quarter. It's Anderson's ball, and Rockcastle, they've switched their zone again. And Anderson comes out, throws it away. Riley gets it back, throws it up, misses it. Jenkins gets the rebound to Foley, and we've got a foul out on the court. And Satterley to put it in. It goes into Smith, back to Satterley, the middle to Jenkins, who takes it to the basket, misses it. Riley gets it, kicks it back out to Satterley, who makes a 3. Anderson's in full court press. Foley's guarding Coleman. Oh, think that's a foul. And that's on King, and Anderson will get the ball back. That's a 6th foul on Rockcastle. Satterley brings it down the court. Looks like Rockcastle's in a 1-2-2 zone. Set a pick out high. It's over to Foley, back to Satterley. To Smith, over to Satterley, shoots a 3, that is long. Jenkins tries to get it, that's going to be Rockcastle ball. Rockcastle gets it into Coleman. There, Anderson hits him with the double team. She gets it over the double team. And that's Lopez. That Lopez missed the three, and then had the foul on Himes underneath. Got way too many referees out here. We've got Smith at the line, shooting one in the bonus. Makes the first. In the second. Anderson pulls within one with 6:40 to go in the ball game. Anderson's in the man-to-man press. It's into Newland. She's double-teamed. Gets it up court to Himes. That's about the first one Kings missed. Satterley pulls off the rebound. Brings it down the floor. Gets it to Riley in the corner, who misses a three, and that's going to be on Foley. And both teams going to be shooting 1-1 the rest of the way. Rockcastle's having trouble getting it in. They get it into Noon, and Jenkins kicks it out in the – no, I thought they kicked it out in the hall, but she didn't. And we've got a sub coming in for Rockcastle. There's a pass into King, and Jenkins intercepts it. Jenkins coming and misses it. Smith gets the rebound, and she's fouled. Smith will be shooting two. Short on the first. And second one just gets over the rim, and it's a tie ball game. 6 minutes to go in the game. Get it into Newland. Up the court. Gets it inside to Himes, who lays it in. Rockcastle gets it in there low to Himes, and there's not much Anderson can do. Rockcastle's back to the 2-3 zone. Got Satterley outside. Into Riley. Back to Satterley. To Foley. Tip ball to Satterley. Anderson just kind of standing around. It's to Smith. It's into Jenkins. It's out to Satterley, who has a three come out. Smith goes in there, fights, gets the rebound, and she'll get two. That was a good job by Smith. Fought her way in there to get the rebound. Short on the first one. And makes the second one. 42-41 Rockcastle. They get it in bounds. And Newland throws it off of Satterley. It's into Newland. She's double teamed. Anderson's lucky they didn't get a foul there. She brings it down, pulls it out. It's in the corner. And boy, Himes is just backing down whoever's guarding her. And Brown comes into the lane. Anderson was double teaming Himes, and Brown just stepped into the lane and made about a 5-footer. 44-41 Rockcastle. Satterley's just standing out there. Anderson's got no movement in their offense at all. It's into Riley. Back out to Foley. Into Satterley. Satterley takes it to the basket, and she gets mugged. And that foul was on Brown for Rockcastle. That's her 4th foul. 4:22 to go in the game. Anderson trails by 3. And Satterley rims it out. Anderson's missed 4 of their last 7 free throws. And there's a nice move on the rebound there by Jenkins, who lays it in, and Anderson trails by 1. Satterley tries to get the ball away. It's back tapped. Newman has it again. They take it in there to Himes, and that's going to be a foul on the floor. Whoever's guarding her, they can't play behind her. She's just going to back them down. It's 1-1 for Himes. Makes the first, 45-43. Like I said, Rockcastle's only missed 1 free throw to get this game. 4 minutes to go in the game. And makes the second. Rockcastle has a 3-point lead. Satterley walks it down to Foley, to Jenkins, who shoots a 3 and misses it. Himes gets the rebound. Gets it up to King. Oh. And that's fouls on Satterley on the rebound. That's her 4th. And King's at the line. Makes the first. And the second. 48-43, 3.5 minutes to go in the game. Like we said at the start of the game, you can't foul Rockcastle County. They're gonna make them. It's across to Foley, to Smith, who's short on a 3. Jenkins gets the rebound, back out to Foley, to Satterley. Cross to Smith, to Jenkins, makes a nice move, tries to get it to Riley and throws it away. And Anderson tries to steal it. And that was Brown that picked up the loose ball and made a basket. Anderson's in trouble now. They're down by 7 with 2:40 to go and are not hitting threes. And we'll be back in a minute.
Today's game is brought to you by Century Bank. Anderson County is where our heart is. Century Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. 7. Today's game is brought to you by Century Bank. Anderson County is where our heart is. Century Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Today's game is brought to you in part by Anderson Apothecary, the cure for the common drugstore. Anderson Apothecary, just across the street from the high school on Highway 127.
Okay, 2:47 to go in the game, 50-43 Rockcastle County. And as we said before the ball game, it's really hard to foul Rockcastle County because they make them all. They've missed one free throw this game. I imagine they're probably something like, oh boy, almost threw the ball away there. We've got Smith bringing it into Satterley. And Anderson just standing on offense. Nobody's moving. It's to Smith, to Foley, over to Smith, to Jenkins. Foley shoots from the top of the key and misses. Jenkins fights for the rebound. It's pulled off by King. And I hear somebody over on the Rockcastle side yelling, pull it out. It's into Newman, who gets fouled by Riley, I think. No, that's Smith. That was on Smith. And you've got Newland at the line. Who misses one. Wow. One shot for Newland. She makes the second. Anderson's down by 8 with 2 minutes to go. Satterley brings it down. It's to Smith, to Foley, to Smith, to Riley. Riley takes it, and it's deflected. She was trying to get it to Jenkins in the corner. Minute 50 to go. It's way out to Jenkins. It's to Satterley, who misses the three. Riley tips it, and we've got a foul underneath on somebody. Foul's on 5. Riley's going to be going to the line, and she'll be shooting 2. Makes the first. And the second. And Anderson calls timeout with 1:43 to go, trailing by 6. And we'll be back in just a minute.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Hurricane Bay Car Wash, voted once again the best car wash in Anderson County. Hurricane Bay Car Wash, open 24 hours and located right next door to Wendy's on Highway 127 South.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Anderson Apothecary, the cure for the common drugstore. Anderson Apothecary, just across the street from the high school on Highway 127.
Anderson's in a 1-3-1 zone press, double teaming out top, and it's kicked out by Foley. Anderson's trying to double team out top. They had it underneath there to King that broke that zone and laid it in by another 8-point lead by Rockcastle. It's over to Foley. Oh, back over to Foley, who misses a three. Rockcastle gets it, and that's about your ball game there.
Go ahead and put the JV in. Go ahead and put the JV in.
Anderson wasn't pressuring the ball at all, and they got a walk there, but they're down by 8 with minute 4 to go. And Anderson's offense has no movement in it at all. They're just standing around. They've got to go. They're trying to get it to Jenkins on a lob, and it's off her hands out of bounds with less than a minute to go. Anderson trails by 8. It's up court to King. It's to King, and that's on Satterley. And King's at the line, be shooting 2. Makes the first. And misses the second. And it's Anderson's ball, trailing by 9 with 44 seconds to go. Satterley brings it down. It's over to Smith. To Foley on the side. And she makes a 3. It's 54-48 with 32 seconds to go in the ball game. Anderson's got a long way to come back here.
Today's game is brought to you by Century Bank. Anderson County is where our heart is. Century Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hello, Miss Sylvia. This is John from Anderson Apothecary. I was just calling to see how you were feeling today.
John goes above and beyond for each and every customer that we have.
He jumped right on it. If someone needed help, John would be the first guy there. No questions asked, nothing. He'll be there.
John just wanted to open a hometown pharmacy just to take better care of his customers.
Well, I sure am glad you're feeling better. We're going to be bringing your medication by here just shortly. Is there anything else I can pick up for you?
If you haven't met John yet, come out and meet him, and you'll like him just as much as we do.
(54-48), Rockcastle County, 32.5 seconds to go. Rockcastle has to inbound the ball. Riley's putting pressure on the ball. Rockcastle breaks out of it, and that's a foul on. It's a foul on Smith. And Rockcastle goes to the line here. That's Coleman. She'll be shooting 2. Makes the first. And misses the second. Jenkins gets the rebound. And she gets fouled. It fouls on Newman. I think that's her 5th. She's their main ball handler. And Himes comes in to replace her. Makes first. In the second. And I think what we've got here possibly is designated foulers. Rockcastle breaks people deep. It's into Coleman, and she's fouled by Foley. .7 seconds left to go. Coleman to shoot two. Makes the first. And the second. 57-50 Rockcastle. Satterley brings it up. Shoots a three that's short, and Rockcastle gets it, and she's fouled by Jenkins. That's Himes going to go to the line. Himes to shoot two. Makes the first. In the second. 9 point lead for Rockcastle. Satterley gets the ball, takes it to the basket. And there's a blocking foul. And Satterley will go to the line to shoot two. And that's Brown's fifth. 11.6 seconds to go. Satterley makes the first. And misses the second. Jenkins tries to get the rebound. It's on the floor, and it's going to be Anderson's ball with 8.4 seconds to go. And now McGregor has to come in for Satterley. It's put into Riley. It's over to Smith. Shoots the three. It's short. And that's your ball game. Rockcastle 59, Anderson 51. You want to do stats?
Today's game is brought to you in part by Hurricane Bay Car Wash, voted once again the best car wash in Anderson County. Hurricane Bay Car Wash, open 24 hours and located right next door to Wendy's on Highway 127 South.
Today's game is brought to you by Century Bank. Anderson County is where our heart is. Century Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Today's game is brought to you in part by Anderson Apothecary, the cure for the common drugstore. Anderson Apothecary, just across the street from the high school on Highway 127.
Hello, Miss Sylvia. This is John from Anderson Apothecary. I was just calling to see how you were feeling today.
John goes above and beyond for each and every customer that we have.
He jumped right on it. If someone needed help, John would be the first guy there. No questions asked, nothing. He'll be there.
John just wanted to open a hometown pharmacy just to take better care of his customers.
Well, I sure am glad you're feeling better. We're going to be bringing your medication by here just shortly. Is there anything else I can pick up for you?
If you haven't met John yet, come out and meet him, and you'll like him just as much as we do.
Okay, got some end of the game stats here real quick for Anderson. Tiffany Riley led Anderson with 18. Amaya Jenkins had 15 for Rockcastle. Keely King had 14. Mackenzie Himes had 13, and Shelby Newland had 11. As we said before the game, Rockcastle was really good from the line. They were 16 out of 20, which is 80%. Anderson didn't do bad. They ended up shooting 78% out of 19 out of 25, so there were a lot of fouls. Anderson goes to 11-3. Rockcastle goes to 12-3. Anderson is back here. It's either Friday or Saturday. Let's see here. Give me a minute here. But the game wasn't decided at the line. The main place where the game was decided was was 3-pointers. I didn't get any stats on the 3-pointers, but Rockcastle made most of theirs. Anderson missed most of theirs. Anderson will be home Thursday night against Holmes at 7:30. That's away. Okay, the schedule says home, but it is away Thursday night. And then they'll be home here Saturday afternoon at 5 o'clock against Owen County. All right, once again, Rockcastle gets a nice victory, 59-51 over the Bearcats. Bearcats regroup and come back out Thursday night. Thank Anderson County Sports TV and all our sponsors, and we'll see you again next time. Thank you.